So we decided to launch the game in June this year. It's gonna be the week of the 15th. We need to coordinate as a team to decide on which date within the week works out for us. So I thought it'd be best to show off gameplay of Buluk, the entirety of Buluk leading up to the launch. And this series will be called The Road to Launch. So ideally, I will be recording once a week as I play through the entirety of Buluk leading up to the launch. Let's see. There's something else I was about to say. Anyways, this will be done within the editor initially, and then hopefully next week this will be shown from the actual gameplay build, so the graphics will look even better. So let's get this thing started. Oh wait, controller. Cool. Controller's working now. You have to delete some stuff. I'm deleting some previous settings. So as I said before, don't be alarmed if you see that the spinning thing isn't spinning anymore. It's still loading the game. We've had people in the past, they thought the game crashed on them because they stopped seeing this spin. And actually it's just the game is still loading. Cool.
Practice your combat skills before joining the battle.
Let us know in the comment section if this is too bright. As shown earlier, that's a codex. Codex gives you the lore within the game. So if you have questions about the story of Buluk, like the world of Buluk, this tutorial, I've done it so many times. When we first created Buluk, there were no light or heavy attacks. It was just one type of attack for each weapon. Got kind of boring, so we decided to create this combo system. Remember when first designing this game, I just wanted to use magic. That was my whole thing, using magic and melee. Didn't care about combos at the time. Back then too, finishers were
You are the Knuckle,
cool.
Our tribe's fiercest warrior. Go forth.
Try to guess.
Unleash death upon our enemies and save our city.
Let's go with this scene. I was saying to myself, how do I introduce the Knuckle, the main character? So I just didn't know how to do an intro to the game. Like at first, you would just start the game, but there was no intro, so you had no idea of what was going on. So I thought having him walk through the battlefield as his allies were being blasted to pieces would be the coolest way to introduce him. But what was I saying? Oh yes. So finishers back in the day. Okay, cool. That's obsidian. So, and we also added it now where it shows you how much the item is worth that you just collected. But back then, when we first started, you had to lower the enemy's health to a certain percentage before being able to use finishers. But then our programmer, see some gameplay from God of War, said it would be cool if our heavy attacks can stun the enemy, and then we increase the stun meter, and then we can use the finishers. See, we got our spear enemies. Oops. Up until a few months ago, it was very difficult to get the parry to work. And the enemy would use a spear. So then I had the idea, why not just increase the collider? Increase the collider and the size of the shield so it'd be easier to parry enemy spears. And I sure hope this is actually recording right now, because Sunday night I did a whole recording for this video. It was about 25 minutes long, and then at the end of it I realized it wasn't recording. But I could have sworn, no, let me start over. I seen it say it was recording, and at the end of it I couldn't find the recording, and I found it and it said that it was damaged. Like, how does that even happen? I was so bummed out.
The enemy must be stopped before they reach
Guess
the
what inspired
palace.
this scene right here? Drop your guesses in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be pissed if this is not recording right now. Like, if at the end of this, if this file is damaged, corrupted, or missing, I'm gonna be pissed. This was one of the levels where it took me a very long time to get the visuals to how I wanted it to look. Like, every time I go through this phase here with my levels, I'm like, this doesn't look AAA. This will not work in a commercial setting. As a commercial product. How do I make these graphics better? But there's other levels where, boom, they're like already looking good. Part of it too is the skybox that I choose.
Hey!
Oh, stuff. Up until a few months ago too, the heavy attack for the block little was very boring. So what I did now, I integrated our original heavy attack. This is the original, like, this right here is the original heavy attack. That first animation. It was created by Radical, one of our first animators. Now he works with I think it's ZeniMax. Had the audacity to go work on Elder Scrolls Online. Went to high school with him. Remember being in our American government class talking about, man, one day this is what we're about to do. Because at the time we knew, like, it was senior year, we knew we wanted to go to the industry. But this is my original point though. So then, let's see, no. This heavy attack right here, this heavy attack animation that he created, that was originally just the Mach Wedo attack. So remember how I said we didn't have combos back in the day? It was just an attack for each weapon. Okay, so then we add the combos. We swapped out the animation. So then, see how you had the shield bash right there? So Our heavy attack was just the shield bash, but it didn't look interesting. So now I had the idea, why not just mismatch what we have to make it look better? So now I think this looks better, especially when you have to wear down the guard of a boss enemy. This looks cool. That's what I'm saying. This looks cool. And then you finish them off with this overhand. Overhand? Is it downward? What is that? You're chopping down a downward strike. Yeah. And it makes sense because on that last hit, it knocks him to the ground. I remember. So the other day, that blue Jaguar armor, and for right here, this Aztec armor, I went on a whole rant on Sunday night when I first recorded this video, like the first time around. I went on this whole historical rant about just the history of that armor and why it's present in the game about the Maya. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't feel like going on this long rant and then this thing come to find out the file's corrupted. So I'm gonna say the history lesson for another time. But just know, this right here is Mayan. This is based off of Mayan design. I took the Mayan cotton armor. Well, the cotton armor is across Mesoamerica. As far as I saw, the Maya did not have bodysuits like the Aztec, Jaguar, and Eagle Knights, as far as I could tell. Or I didn't see that they had bodysuits that aligned with the Jaguar and Eagle Knight. Yes, I've seen them with bodysuits. They didn't look like Jaguar Knight and Eagle armor. So I had the idea. I was like, I seen the Aztec version, the Aztec bodysuit for the Aztec Jaguar Knight. I said, what if I make a Mayan version of that? I was like, take that. We remove the sleeve, so it's just the cotton vest, and then they have the helmet. So initially you start off with this Mayan one, which is like, this is tier 1. And then you upgrade to tier 2. And this Jaguar Warrior right here is a remnant of when I first created the cutscene. So that cutscene you saw earlier where they're running towards the palace and they're just killing everyone on their way to the palace, it took place here, in this area. It's a trip designing this game. So when you play a video game, right, they have certain mechanics that they're there. So when we're designing this game though, there's certain things we were building it, and then over time of playtesting the game, we realized we're like, oh wait, this is missing. Certain basic things were just missing that we didn't realize. Like having the auto block. See, the auto turn to block. So let's say like I block this way. He fires. You see how he turns that way? To block it? Not all games have that. But we decided we needed that for Buluk to help with the flow of battle. Flow of combat. This thing better be recording right now, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed.
This campaign map is where we will coordinate attacks on our enemies. Capturing the Kokom capital, Tulum, will end the war. We must unite the rest of the Shu cities before making war on the fools in Tulum. We can't defeat the Kokom without our tribe's combined power. The Kokom may have sanctioned the attack on Mani earlier, but it was the Akanul of Kalkini who led the attack. These bastards are key allies of the Kokom. Capturing their capital will cripple the Kokom's reach in this region of the Yucatan.
I wrote these lines, by the way. Just had to put that out there. This campaign map too is one of those levels where it took a very long time. When I say a very long time, I'm talking about years. We've been developing this game, like as a team, since 2016. So it took us about 7 years to, say 5 to 7 years to get the style that we want, the visual appeal, especially like on this campaign map. So I think this is going to conclude part 1 of the road to launch, leading up to the launch of Buluk Mayan Warfare. There will be another video within the following week, or maybe at the end of this week. Maybe we'll do 2 recordings a week leading up to the launch. Not entirely sure. Make sure that you like this video. Drop a comment in this video. Oh yeah, try to guess what you think inspired those 2 different cutscenes earlier in the game. Make sure you subscribe to our email list so that way you can stay up to date on developer news and get access to the newest gameplay build of this game. You can also wishlist Buluk Mayan Warfare on Steam, and we will be showing off Buluk at the Capital Creators Showcase in West Sacramento on April 15th. I know it's a whole lot to take in. Like I said before, like this video, comment on it, subscribe to our email list. Like, this music is awesome, by the way. Douglas created this. He's our sound designer. It's very relaxing. See, it threw me off. Oh yeah, sign up for the email list and wishlist Buluk. And hopefully we see you at the Capital Creators Showcase on April 15th.